सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Hey, good morning, good evening to all of you. Today, with the blessings of Swami Dayananda Maharaj and all the other Swamis from whom I've learned, and all other Acharyas and Swamis, of which you are also students of, we are making a sankalpa to study a text of Adi Shankaracharya called as Vivekachoodamani. My name is Jay Kumar. I was born in a village in Tamil Nadu. I grew up in Hyderabad, did all my schooling there, then did college in Chennai, and then came out as a chemical engineer, did my master's and PhD at Purdue University in the US, then worked there for some time. And then along the way, I got exposed to Vedanta and to Swamiji. that that really changed the direction in my life. And then last 8 years, I think maybe 7 years, I've been teaching here in Coimbatore. And I started conducting Zoom classes before the COVID period itself. And so it's been a very rewarding journey from that perspective. So I welcome all of you here. After the class is over, generally we stay back. Those who can stay back, please do. We have a what we call satsang or question and answer. And so you're welcome to stay back and introduce yourself if you want to, and then participate in the Q&A. So we'll come to Vivekachoodamani. The text is often attributed to Adi Shankaracharya. And occasionally you hear that it is not Adi Shankaracharya also. So for us, it does not matter who wrote the text. The content continues to remain the same. The teaching remains the same. Everything remains the same. And so the title of this text, Grantha, is called a Prakarana Grantha. That's the name of the text. Bhagavad Gita is called Bhagavad Gita, or it's sometimes called Panchamo Vedaha. And then before that, you have the source Granthas called Upanishads. These are the main texts of Vedanta. And then there is another analytical work of Veda Vyasa called Brahma Sutra. These become the core text for people who are studying Advaita Vedanta. So here, the word Viveka says Vivekachoodamani. Chudamani, you know what it is. Chuda means head. Mani means a gem or a jewel or some kind of an ornament that adorns the head, Okay, something that's placed on the head or something of that nature. Chudamani. In Ramayana we hear these stories that Sri Rama gave his ring, Anguliyakam, to Hanuman to give to Sita. So Anguliyaka Pradhanam is there. And then on the way back, Sita gave her Chudamani to Hanuman. Chudamani Pradhanam was there. And so that same Chudamani, and this Chudamani, whenever I think of Chudamani these days means what? There was a beautiful uh, picture, what do you call meme. I think I should say meme. And here there is Queen Elizabeth who is having a crown on her head. This is, by the way, okay, this is not part of our text. And then Queen Elizabeth is there, and here Modi is there. Narendra Modi ji is. So Queen Elizabeth is telling Modi, you know, there are a lot of people in your party that are looting money. This, by the way, don't take it too seriously. They're looting money, okay? And then Narendra Modi ji looks at Queen Elizabeth and says, yes, but we do not display our loot on our head. Like that, he says. So anyway, that's all by the way. Just this comes to my mind what to do. So Chudamani, then Vivekachoodamani, Viveka. So they translate this as crest jewel of discrimination. This is the popular translation of this thing. Anyway, this Viveka is a very important word for us. Any scientist, any person who is interested in finding newer and newer things, it can be a person at home also. There are people who are good in cooking, for example, okay, and they are not satisfied with the standard recipes their mother, father taught them and all. No, it's not like that. They will try. They'll experiment. If I put a little cardamom on this, what will happen? If I put cinnamon on this, what will happen? No, no, no. You should not put cinnamon. Okay, no, no, no. You should not. Means, is there a rule book? Is there something happens or what? So they are very good at this kind of. They're all scientists. Scientist is one who wants to figure out new things. So that person has to be has to know very clearly about what's what. Okay, how do all these spices combine together? Clarity must be there. Sometimes you give somebody some food and say, "What? Tell me what it is, or what is it made of, etc." If you ask, some people can't answer the question. It tastes good. That's all maximum they can say, or it doesn't, or it is salty like that. They will say, but beyond that, they can't say. They can't say it has jeera, it has a little bit of ajwain, omam is there, like that and all. They can't say. So there you need a little viveka. Viveka is needed to know what's what. So one important type of viveka for a human being is called dharma adharma viveka. Means clarity about what is dharma, what is adharma. Clarity and right and wrong, so to speak. And the fact that this right is always to be interpreted. What is right for you at a particular time may be wrong for me at a particular time. So dharma is not cast in stone, it's constantly to be interpreted. Okay. Himsam na kuryat. Himsam na kuryat. Don't hurt people. Okay. Okay. But then you go to the clinic and then you extend your hand to the nurse like this. And then she is taking a needle and poking you. She's hurting you, obviously, right? Obviously, it's causing you hurt. You look around this way. Some people say, "Oh," so they make a big fuss also. So hurting, but she's breaking the rule or what? No, no. Voluntarily, you say, "I am willing to be hurt in order for you to treat me." So interpret it. Every rule is interpreted constantly. That is called dharma, adharma, viveka. Viveka, clarity, discernment, discernment. I don't want to use the word discrimination because, especially in the West, this discrimination is a very big topic. Oh, people are very, very careful, and especially companies and all. And imagine that they're asking you to give a talk on Adi Shankaracharya, okay, and on the diversity. On this diversity day, you're all celebrating in your company, diversity day. And then you're a Hindu, and they want you to tell about Hindu, and you chose to talk about Shankaracharya. And then you talked about Vivekachoodamani and this discriminative inquiry. You won't use that word. I don't think so. Because that word is the red rag for many people. So you're going to use the word discernment. Discern. Discern. Discernment. Discernment of what and what? Not dharma, dharma. This is not a topic. This is not a Dharma Shastram text. It is a Vedanta Shastram text. Dharma, Vedanta Shastram assumes that you know what Dharma and Adharma is, assumes that you have led a life, a solid life of Dharma, assumes that all the things that come, all the challenges that come in a Grahastha life, you already led. Okay. Marriage is very important. Why? Because you have to go into marriage and then figure out that this is not like a honeymoon, like they talk about. No, it's going to be plus and minuses, and then you know how to deal with it. You know how to deal with you know how to deal with in-laws. You know how to deal with outlaws also. So that is what marriage gives you. Okay. So and then you figured it all out, and then there are some shaky areas were there, and now you know what to do, what not to do, and what is dharma, everything you know. So Upanishad doesn't talk about all that. Dharma, artha, kama, all taken care of. And you understood the limitations of dharma, artha, kama, you have now come to moksha. That is the purpose of all these granthas. And so then what is the viveka that is being talked about here? Atma anatma viveka. Now I'm ready to ask the question. Okay, this whole life of accomplishments, I've accomplished a lot. Okay, I have no less, and I have a lot of experience also, and I have children, I have grandchildren also, and I'm not, I'm accomplished, and in many ways. But that doesn't satisfy me. That cannot satisfy you. Shastram also says that. So Shastram validates my suspicion. All right. Then you come to this Vedanta Shastram. So here, Vivekam is what? Anatma, Atma Anatma Vivekaha. Okay. And so, this so called Chudamanihi, it is because Viveka is so important for us in this journey because we are going to talk about Atma. Atma is not an object. It is not an object like any other thing you know. It is not even a thought. A thought is an object, but Atma is not an object. And therefore, this is going to be a little tricky. Little tricky means what? Not nobody's playing a trick on us. We have played a trick on ourselves, and Shastram is going to untrick us. Okay, that is what the journey is all about. And so, because of that importance, the jewel of Viveka, when I read the text, it should enhance my Viveka because precious, no? Gem means jewel means precious. And so how precious that Viveka is being highlighted by that title. And that's our entry point into the Shastram. Entry point. Everybody does not have the Viveka. That's why people are not lining up to study Shastram. Shastram is only a few people get attracted. A few people who have that, who have somehow they've got the punyam to see the difference between see that there's more than artha and kama and dharma also. All right, so that is the meaning of the title of this text, Vivekachudamani. And so here, typically when acharyas write texts, look at that. When they write, they're not writing prose. It's not a textbook and you read the book. It's not prose. Those days, acharyas used to write it in this form, in a poetic form. It's called Padyam. It's called Padyam. It has a particular meter. And amazing. Look at the gift they had. Look at the gift they had. Are there any texts written by English authors today which are in the form of, I mean, poets are there, no doubt. Poets are there. If you ask or if you look for some great texts which have some solid material to convey, but they're in the form of poem, then we have to go back to our Shastra. So, when they write a poem like that, a text like this, they start with a prayer, Prarthana. It's called Mangala Charanam. These are all technical words I'm telling you and very popularly used. Mangala Charanam. That shloka is called Mangala Charanam. Invocation of auspiciousness, Mangalam. Why Mangalam? Then you should put yourself in the shoes of Adi Shankaracharya. Some 2500 years ago. Some people say 1700 years ago, 700 CE, current era. Some people say no, 500 BCE. So that debate is still on. So if you put yourself, go back 2000 years and you're writing a text, well, there is no, this paper and all was not there. The different kind of paper they had. They say palm leaves, dried palm leaves. They had some kind of pen they had. No laptops and all that. No undo. Control Z, undo and all is not there. Okay. Control C, Control V is not there. Copy paste is not there. Definitely iPhone is not there, and all these phones are not there. And so, how do they write all these things? Therefore, prayer, start the whole text is the prayer. Bhagavan Shankara himself doesn't know how many shlokas are going to be there in this text. Okay, there are 580 shlokas. We are going to look at the significant verses of this text. Swamiji, when he taught in the ashram, in a 3.5 year course, when Swamiji was in Chinmaya mission, he designed this course. When Chinmayanandaji was traveling, Swamiji was the main acharya in Sandipani in Mumbai, and he designed this 3.5 year course. And so within that 3-4 year, 3.5 years, that range. So within that, how much can you study? And so there's a long text. Already you have a long text called Bhagavad Gita, which is 700 plus. Okay, and one has to study the entire Bhagavad Gita. And so here, Swamini chose that 108 verses. That's what we're going to study. And so, but here, Karacharya is writing 580 shlokas. And then the prayer is, first of all, may I live to finish this text. Number two, may these moths and rats and other things that are there don't eat up these palm leaves. One little scratch here, there, etc. over. You don't know what happened. What did Shankaracharya write will be the question. Okay, after that, how do you copy a book? How do you publish books? Publishing means writing, rewriting. Somebody has to take one set here, original, and then just copy like this. Write. That is the only way to create another book. So we can imagine what kind of sacrifices they went through. And so Mangala Charanam is very important. We are going to chant that right now. Okay? So one of you can be unmuted. Everybody else can repeat after me. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta
Sarvavedanta Siddhanta
Gocharam Tamagocharam
Gocharam Tamagocharam
Govindam Paramanandam
Govindam Paramanandam
Gurum Pranatosmyaham
Gurum Pranatosmyaham
Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam
Sarvavedanta Siddhantam Gocharam Tamagocharam
Govindam Paramanandam
Govindam Paramanandam
Gurum Pranatosmyaham.
Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham.
So, first, see, normally when we chant these shlokas, we chant it in 4 quarters. We break the shloka into 4 quarters. First line into 2 halves, second line 2 halves. Okay. Now, occasionally, what will happen? Occasionally, you have words which are longer than 1 quarter. Maybe even the one full line, first line will be one word. In Sanskrit, you can create words on the fly. On the fly, you can create legitimate words. Okay, not possible in English. And so, in this case, in this shloka, look at that. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam is one word. This is a combination of many words. It's one word. That is why initially we said Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta, then Gocharam Tama Gocharam. Then we repeated it again and I said Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tama Gocharam. Because I'm not supposed to split a word like that. Not supposed to split a word. Can't split a word. Can okay. This is all Sanskrit. So anyway, so that's the idea. That's why we said so. Like in Bhagavad Gita, we have some shlokas. We have some shlokas. Okay. Um, what is that?
Suhृन्मित्रार्युदासीन
आपूर्यमाणमचलम्
Yeah,
मध्यस्थद्वैष्य
apurmaniyamala. Agada suhran mitya. Suhran mitraryudasina madhyastadveshya bandhushu. One word. That whole line is one word. Okay. All right. Anyway, just a fact here that comes that we encounter. So, but it's okay. If you split, that's fine. Beginners can split. But those who chant, those who know to chant, they will generally chant together. All right. The Mangalacharanam, as I said, it is a Prarthana Shloka. It's a prayer. It's a prayer. So, how do you know it's a prayer? Look at the last quarter of the mantra. Pranataha asmi aham. Aham pranataha asmi. Asmi is the verb. Am. I am. Aham asmi. Now this aham brahmasmi is there, right? So that same aham asmi is there. Aham asmi. I am. Okay. I am what? I am pranataha. I am pranataha. Pranataha. Namaskritah. So I remain doing namaskara. I remain saluting. I remain doing namaskara. Okay, remain. Okay. Who does he do namaskara to? Okay. Govindam pranataha asmi aham. Just underline the word Govindam. Every other word in the shloka is going to be an adjective to that Govind. Okay. So aham, let's say Govindam is a noun. You can pick any noun, but let's pick Govindam. The reason we are picking Govindam is Bhagavan Bhashikara, namely Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya's guru is Govinda Bhagavad Padaha. And so, who else will he do namaskara to? Guru Govind do kade kake lagu pai balihari guru aapne Govind diyo milai. So therefore, Govind and Guru come to knock at your door same time. When it rains, it pours. So both of them come at the same time to your house. What to do? And then you're confused because, oh my God, what do you do? Then who do I do namaskara to? Ask this Kabir Das. And then Kabir Das asks the question and answers the question also. He says, obviously it is going to be my Guru because Guru only showed me how to recognize Ishvara. Otherwise, I can't recognize Ishvara. I'll ask him for his ID card. What Ishvara show me? Aadhaar card kahan hai? Social security card batao. Then only I'll believe you. So, but only Guru has to do that. Therefore, here, because of that reason, Govindam means my Guru. And who is Guru? Who is Govindam? Sadgurum. Sadgurum Govindam Pranataha Asmi Aham. Who is Sadguru? Sadguru is a popular word in India. It has become very popular also. And so, Guru I can understand. Who is a Guru? There is a very formal definition for the word Guru. Okay. Uh, people say our dance teacher, my dance teacher is my Guru. Whatever. In our classical, this one, arts and music, there is the person who taught me tabla is my Guru. Tabla Guru. We do namaskar to them. And even parents of the children who are studying do namaskar to the teacher. So that's how the tradition is. Beautiful tradition it is. Because this Veena and all, you sit and you'll try to learn, you can't. Classical music won't come. It just won't come. That's why all these Hindi songs, movie music, everybody enjoys because that's the maximum they can go to. Like you can even be a good singer of that. But classical music, if you come, then this Bhagavan Saraswati has to come along and then has to sit on the tip of your tongue also, and she should express herself in the way of good voice you must have, and then music, of course, instruments, what to talk. So, and so only is the person who gives such a thing must be much, how great that person must be, what kind of tapas he must have done, she must have done. Therefore, in the tradition, she also is called a guru. But in Vedanta, there is a very formal definition. It's called what? Mahavakya Upadesha Karta. That is the definition of Guru. Karta. Karta means agent, doer. Doer of what? Upadesha Karta. One who does Upadesha. Upadesha Karta. Okay, one who gives teaching, one who teaches. A teacher. Upadesha Karta means teacher. Teacher of what? Mahavakya. Mahavakya Upadesha Karta. What is Mahavakya? Mahavakya is what? Mahavakya is the grand equation of our Sanatana Dharma. If there is any grand equation, that is this Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi. Tat, Ishvaraha. Tvam, you. You means I. And so that equation between Bhagavan and Jiva, grand equation it is. Every religion in this universe is talking about Ishvara being somewhere there. And then they're trying to get their market share. Market share, because they say your heaven is not real heaven. It's like going from Chennai to Delhi by train. Then goes through all these places, goes through Hyderabad, and then goes to Madhya Pradesh, some stops in Ujjain, it goes, and then goes to north. Like that, you are a little better than these fellows are Hyderabad people. You are Ujjain. Ujjain is a great sacred place. And but you have to go all the way to Delhi. That is my heaven. Like that they say. Okay. No, no, no. This is not. This is the only place where we say you better come to a point where you begin to see oneness of the entire universe, including God, including you. Okay. So that one who teaches that is called a guru, Mahavakya Upadesha Karta. All right, that is what is Satguru. Satguru, Satam Guruhu, Satam Guruhu. That's Sat, truth. The teacher of the truth, which is Mahavakya, is a guru, is Satguru. Satguru can also mean something else. Sat, a quality, a noble quality of being qualified. The one who is qualified to teach the Mahavakya is also called a Satguru. That also can be said here. The quality of Sat, the quality of truthfulness. A person who is committed to the truth, who knows the truth, and is able to communicate it, because communicating the truth is not easy. Even being a teacher in school or college is not easy. You can get a job as a professor, but to have a proper worldview, to be able to communicate physics or math or a psychology or what have you, it takes a different mindset altogether. And so that person is a Sadguru here. So he says, Govinda is Sadguru. All right, Sadgurum Govindam Pranataha Asmi. All right. Now, uh, then what? Then he gives another Tam Agocharam. We're going to move around a little. So, Tam Agocharam. Tam is that Govinda who is Agocharam. My God, these are all complicated words. We don't use these words in our common conversations. And so, Agocharam. This Gocharam is a technical word in our Vedanta. Technical word. Go. Go is one word. And then it combines with the another word called Chara. Chara means movement and things like that. Let's talk about go first. Go, go to hai hi. So our cow is there. The word cow, the word in English called cow comes from the Sanskrit gauhu. Gauhu, direct copy and then paste. It becomes cow in English. Cow comes from Sanskrit. There is no debate at all because gau sounds exactly the same also. Okay? Anyway, that is one meaning of go. That is not the meaning here. Okay. Another meaning for go is Vedaha. Vedaha or Vedas are called go. Okay. Then another meaning which applies here is called sense organs. Go indriyani. Indriyani. Okay. Indriyas means sense organs. Now, okay. So charam. Charam means moving. Moving in they're all moving. They're like grazing, cows graze, right? That also is gochara only it is. Cows are grazing. The field in which cows are grazing is called gocharam. No, it's not go, it's not cow. I said go is indriyani. The field in which the sense organs are grazing is called gocharam. Means what? That means whatever is accessible to the sense organ is gocharam. That means every object in this universe is called gocharam. I heard a sound just now. The gocharam. Sound is gocharam. What about where did it come from? It came from that vehicle, that two-wheeler. So that is a gocharam. Like this, everything is a gocharam. Anything your sense organs can receive, perceive. What about thoughts? I just got a thought. I just remembered my school teacher of 50 years ago. What about that? Thought also. Include the mind among the senses. Mind is also an instrument, sensors are also an instrument. Mind is special, different. Okay. And so that thought itself, the thought of the teacher is also gocharam. The teacher was gocharam. She is not accessible to your sense organs right now, but she was very much a gocharam before, and her thought also is gocharam now. What is gocharam? Okay. All right. Therefore, tam agocharam. Agocharam. Go, he's saying, Govinda, my Sadguru is agocharam. Not perceptible, not perceivable at all. Cannot be accessed by the means of knowledge available to a human being. Go now means what? Whatever means of knowledge is called now a means of knowledge. How do you know you heard some sound? Means of knowledge called ears. Pramanam was there. In the court, they ask you, they ask this witness, what did you hear? I heard a gunshot. I heard a gunshot, he says. And then, they are quizzing him. Then he says, then the prosecution, the defense is not any simple. They're saying, how do you know it's a gunshot? It could be some other sound, no? Then he brings another device and then clicks that device and then close your eyes, click the device. Is this a gunshot? Yeah, it sounded like a gunshot. Now open your eyes. Is this a gun? No, it's not a gun. So uh, then they say eyewitness. So you don't know. You're making an assumption that somebody shot, this person shot that person. You don't know that. You just heard a sound. That's all it is. Like that they say. So, so therefore, you need all these. These are all means of knowledge. You heard a sound, you can say, but then you need other one sense organ to be backed up by other sense organs. Eyewitness becomes very, very big in a court of law because that what the eye can do, these other organs also are not able to do. But all what the other organs can do, I cannot do. I cannot perceive a sound, no chance. The deaf guy cannot, you can't tell the person, use your eyes to hear. You can't say that. So anyway, these are all called sense organs. And Bhagavan is saying, Bhagavan means Shankaracharya is saying that this Govindam is agocharam, not perceivable. This is the statement, weird statement it is. And only in Shastram you get all these words. Okay. It is not weird. It is because the subject matter that we are talking about is unique. It's very unique. Okay. And the uniqueness is the subject, the topic is Atma. The topic is Brahma. Okay. And guess what? The Atma is not an object. Every object is what? Is Gocharam, is Anatma. It is non-self. It is something other than the self. Okay. Now, what about the body? I can see my body. I can see myself. I go to the mirror. I say, I do see yourself. Yes, I see myself in the mirror. Yeah, you can see your body in the mirror. And body, who told is Atma? Body is not Atma. You have confused yourself to be the body. That's the problem we are trying to solve here. Okay, I've taken myself to be as good as the body and my mind. That's the problem. And so, uh, therefore, that I, that self, the real self, if I can use the word now, the self that the Shastram is trying to unfold in the Upanishads. Okay? And that self, which is also Brahma. Okay, Brahma. How do you know? A famous shloka is there. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. My Guru is Vishnu, Brahma, Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. Sakshat Brahma. There, that Brahma is not Brahmaji. Guru Brahma, that is Brahmaji. The last Sakshat Brahma is Brahman. The truth of this universe, the truth of this world, the cause of this world. Okay, Brahma. So Guru Sakshat Brahma, that shloka itself says. And so that Brahma is not perceptible. It is not accessible to my sense organs. Even though the world is perceptible, the world, but the essence of the world is not perceivable. This is the irony of life. And this is what we call samsara. Okay. And so therefore, Govindam Agocharam Atma, Agocharam Brahma. Okay, that is my Guru, who is my Sadguru. Okay, and Tam Agocharam, that Guru who is Agocharam, who is of that nature, which is Aprameyam. Another word, we have many words for Agocharam. Okay, Aprameyam is also a word. And so those who have studied Bhagavad Gita should say, I know Aprameyam. And it comes in one of the shlokas also. And raise your hand, or just raise your hand on the. Okay, Haraprasad ji, please unmute yourself and tell me what shloka it is. If you know the shloka, raise your hand. All right. Anybody guesses?
It was in the 11th chapter, Aprameyam.
Correct. 11th chapter, 2 times it comes.
Yeah.
Also in second chapter, Anashino Prameyasya.
Antavanta ime dehaha nityasyokta sharirina anashino prameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharat. Anashinaha aprameyasya. Okay, you can mute yourself now. Anashinaha
అప్రమేయం అమరప్రభు విష్ణు సహస్రనామం
it's all there. Vishnu Sahasranam Aprameya. Vishnu is Aprameya. That means the Vishnu you have there is not the real Vishnu. It's Chakra and all. Shankhu and Chakra. Not the real Vishnu. All right, anyway. So, Aprameya means what? Prama means knowledge. Prama. Prama is knowledge. Pramata is the knower. One who has the knowledge is called Pramata. Pramata gains Prama by using Pramanam. Pramanam means what? Means of knowledge. To gain the knowledge of what? To gain the knowledge of Prameyaha. So you got 4 words now. Prameyaha is an object. Then there is a means of knowledge called Pramanam, like the ears or the eyes, Pramanam. Okay. And then there is a guy he's sitting here called Pramata. Then he gains a knowledge of this Prameya object called, and that knowledge is called Prama. Just a different word, Aprameyaha. This one is not Prameyaha, it's Aprameyaha. It can never be an object of my knowledge or an object of my senses. There is no Pramanam that can access this Brahma or Atma. Okay. All right. Now, he is saying, if it is agocharam, if it is not accessible to my sense organs, if it is not accessible to my mind and intellect also, then why am I sitting and wasting my time here? We are saying starting, this course is starting, and we are saying it may take 1 year. It may, I don't know, I'm not taught this before, so I don't know how long it's going to take. It won't take 10 years for sure, but it will take in the area of 1 year. Okay? 1 year, one class a week, all right, but still, who has time? Who has time to spend 1 hour, 2 hours a week just like that? No chance, no chance, my dear friends. You tell me if there is a matlab kya hai iska? There has to be a matlab. Without that, all this is a waste of time. And so you just told me it is agocharam. You have just shut the door on Atma and Brahma. This is where Shastram just shines, just comes and shines, and it says, yeah. Don't close the door yet. Don't close the door yet. Listen to me for a little longer. And hey, this is agocharam. When I say, it doesn't mean it is non-existent. It doesn't mean you cannot understand. It is you. First, let's agree whether you exist or not. Yes, I exist. You're sure you exist? नहीं तो पूछ के बताओ. So I asked yesterday we had a conversation. There's some conversation, some casual children and all were there. And so I asked this boy, hey, you are wearing a blue shirt. Do you like blue color? And the boy, he said, yes, I like blue color. Then what happened? This boy asked the dad, Dad, do you like pink color? Because dad was wearing a pink shirt, Do you like pink color? Then this Karthik said, I have to ask my mother. I mean, your mother. I have to ask your mother. His wife is standing next to him. So like that, sometimes we have to ask each other, no, we are united. Family is a very strong unit. So we always consult our spouses. And that's the way it should be. I'm so happy that there are families like that. And we all should be like that. And so, but do you exist? If somebody asks, you can't say, I will check with my wife or husband. You will have to say what? Yes, I exist. I exist. What kind of question is that? But Guruji, I thought you want to teach Vedanta and all. You're asking some very strange questions. Vedanta is going to be strange only. By the way, guys, this is not going to be some novel and some Sherlock Holmes and all that. It is better than Sherlock Holmes. How about that? It's going to be better than that. Okay. So, therefore, that existence. How do you understand that existence? If you ask, that is where Shastra. You have to come to the Shastra. Shastra Pramana. It's also called Pramanam. It's a means of knowledge that is outside, that is different from the means of knowledge that I am aware of and that I've always been using all these decades. Okay. And therefore, he now says, it is Gocharam. Look at the first quarter of the mantra. Now, therefore, it says, don't run away saying, because I said Agocharam, don't walk away from this class. It is Gocharam. Okay, it is Gocharam. It is definitely accessible. You can know this thing. And how can I know this thing? Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. Siddhanta Gocharam. Yeah. It is knowable by this Vedanta Siddhanta. Vedanta, let's talk about Vedanta. This word Vedanta comes already right there. Shankaracharya is introducing that word. So those of us who don't know, heard the word no doubt, but we may not know what it means. Veda we know. Veda. Vedaha. Chatvaraha Vedaha. 4 Vedas are there. Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharvana Vedas are there. Okay. And then who authored the Vedas? If somebody says, our children will ask all these questions. You better be ready to answer all this. Authoritatively, confidently, you have to answer. Otherwise, we don't know which direction they will head. Really, that is a risk today to Sanatana Dharma. Our children are as clueless as we are. Okay. Or if we are better off, we should learn to communicate to all the children out there. They have to know all these things. Our Hindu children, they are at risk right now. Okay? Risk of just we had a program just 1 month ago. Okay, the program was I invited a group of people. Group of people are helping Hindu women who have been ensnared by other religions, and so very sad, very extremely sad stories. And those people who have gone into the other religion and suffered, they're typically victims in that religion, the religion that does not treat the women properly. And then the parents approach this organization. This organization is very good at, and they say, what is the biggest cause of this problem? Biggest cause is these ladies, generally they are ladies, in the colleges, they approach the girls, and then they slowly make friendship, and then they ask questions about your God. And then they what do we know? You have many gods? Okay. So if you have a problem, which God you will call? You'll be confused, correct? You have a problem. Which God you will call? You'll be confused. And you call for Ganesha. Ganesha is coming. Suddenly you say, hey Shiva. Then Ganesha will think, oh, she wants my father. And so I think I heard it wrong. So Ganesha will go back. Then Shiva will come. Then you say Krishna. Hare Krishna. Then Krishna is ready to help. Then you say Hare Ram. Then Krishna says, no, it's for Ram. So nobody will help you. Oh, look at us. We have only one God. We have only one God. There can't be any confusion. Okay. Like this, people are just getting ensnared, and the Sanatana Dharma is we are just scared about what's happening. But we are working hard, and so what I'm saying is, we have to know some basics. So 4 Vedas are there. Who authored this Veda means what? Hey, there is no authorship to the Veda. This is the only, if you can call it, text which is not authored. And all the authored texts are called Paurusheyam. Veda is Apaurusheyam. Apaurusheyam, are authored by a human mind. And all products of human minds are limited. They are fraught with limitations. They may be great works worthy of Nobel Prize and all that. That's all fine, but still limited, never complete. Somebody will come and say this can be improved in this way. And that means what? Hey, that is limited. That's limited. Medicines are changing constantly. The medicine you and I had 30 years back, it doesn't exist here today. Most likely it is replaced by another new medicine with fewer side effects. Okay. And so with a better, efficacy. Okay. So Veda is not in that category. Therefore, this particular Upanishad also comes in the Veda, and it typically comes in the last part of the Veda. The Veda we keep saying. So here is a book. Here is a book. It's a big book, and A4 size, and it's called Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Samhita. That is what it's called. So it is a portion of the Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda. There is also a Shukla Yajurveda. And then it's called Taittiriya Samhita. Samhita means a part of the Veda which has all the mantras. Okay. Which will be elaborated upon in what is called the Brahmanam. Let me pull that out. This is called the Brahmanam. This is the Brahmanam. Taittiriya Brahmanam. All right. And so these are pretty thick books. and portion of the Veda. Okay, and so if you open this up, if you open this, you will see only this Sanskrit text. That's all you will see. There won't be any pictures. Is it a pictorial book? Will they show all the Swarga and all Bhuloka? And this is Bhuloka, I know, but at least Swargaloka, some pictures will be there. No pictures will be there. Some schematics, no schematic. Something else, footnotes, this, that, no footnote, nothing. It is just going from top to bottom. It is some 400 pages, I think. Okay. Yeah, 300 pages. It's just going on and on and on. And this is the Veda. And in the Veda, everything comes, all dharma, adharma comes, and artha, kama, how do you get artha, etc. comes, and how to have children also is there. As you know, Rama himself was born of the Veda. Putra kameshti yaga is there. Okay, so therefore, for us, Veda is very sacred. And it is not going to tell us how to make sambar and all that. No. We don't need the Veda to tell us how to make sambar and kadi and kada and all that, payasam and all. That you guys figure it out. Veda said you are good at these things. And so I will tell you what you don't know. What you cannot figure out by yourself, I will tell you. That is what the Veda is saying. And that is called Apaurusheya Shabda Pramanam, another technical word, Shabda Pramanam. Okay, Shabda means words. Through words is going to reveal to me what I don't know, myself. Everything I know about myself today. What do you mean you're saying I don't know about myself? You sent the registration form. I registered for your course. You asked me about myself, and I filled up myself only, starting from my name, this, that, everything. Where am I located, and how did I get interested in this course? Everything I wrote. It's all about me only. Correct. It is all about you, no doubt. No doubt about that. But it's a different me. It is not the Atma that Shastram is talking about. And because I'm confused about Atma and the unreal me, so-called unreal me, okay, which is a body, accomplishment, all that is me, my date of birth, etc. Yeah, that is all there. But that all applies to the body and the mind. The body and the mind also is not the real you. And so that's why Vivekachoodamani, So here that Vedanta is that portion of this Veda. Veda is very voluminous, but a small portion, maybe 1%, maybe even that's all. Maximum 2% of the Veda is Upanishad. Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Means what? Vedanta means Upanishad. That portion of the Veda which comes Anta, which comes in the end of the Veda, typically, not always, but typically, which goes by the name of Upanishad, is called Vedanta. Okay, that's what he's saying here, Shankaracharya. Vedanta, Siddhanta. Siddhanta means what? The central teaching of the Upanishad, the core teaching of the Upanishad, the bottom line. I heard a beautiful word in America. Not beautiful or not, I heard bottom line. And then bottom line means what? You have to look around, be below you or something. No, don't look below you, not bottom, no, not that bottom it is. Bottom line means, been talking a lot. Tell me now, what exactly do you want? You tell me. Sometimes parents and children argue, and then children go round and round because they want something from you. And they go round and round and round. Mama, this is there, dad, this, that, and all. Okay, tell me what you want now. You have to say, right? That is called bottom line. What is the bottom line? You want some cash, don't you? You want $500, huh? You want 1,000 rupees? Okay. Tell me you want that. Okay. That is the bottom line. So that is called Siddhanta, the central teaching of Vedanta. Then Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta. Sarva. There are many texts. Upanishads also, many are there. Okay. Bhagavad Gita is there. And then all these texts that Vivekachoodamani itself is a Vedanta Grantha. Okay. So the Siddhanta, the main teaching of all Vedanta Granthas is called Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. That which is taught by, that which is revealed by these Vedanta texts is called Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam. Correct? Because Agocharam, because Agocharam is not accessible, this is of no use. No, this is very useful. There is a Pramanam called Shabda Pramanam. We'll study more about what this Shabda Pramanam is. The beauty of this text is Shankaracharya just holds our hand and like a mother carries the baby and walks it. The baby is coming. Baby is coming. Happy, looks around, happy. Coming. Yeah, come, let's go. Like that, Shankaracharya will take us gradually. Beautiful text from which we can understand what is Vedanta, what am I learning, what is unique about Atma, what is the purpose, what is the benefit of studying this Vedanta. Like that, it teaches everything. It sets right that entire all terminologies will be there, and the journey will be well described, and without. But if that it will prepare me to study other texts, including Bhagavad Gita also, and of course Upanishad. It will prepare me. And so it's considered a basic text for somebody who really wants to understand what is this Vedanta. Tell me what Vedanta is. Start from A. Somebody says, then this is Vivekachoodamani. All right. So with that, we will conclude today's session.
Guruji,
And then
one word you left out. Paramanandam word you left out, Guruji.
Paramanandam I left out, and it was going to take me some time to explain Paramanandam. See, that's the thing about our classes and our teaching. Teaching means you can't, it's not translation. Translation is not teaching. Great ecstasy, bliss. How about bliss? Bliss. Define bliss for me, please. Tell me. Define bliss. Okay, there are 63 people. Each of you puts a message. Bliss means this. Bliss means this. I will tell you, it will be all over the map. All over the map. Because that's how it is. It's very, it's a very abstract thing. And so I can't translate like that. So we have to understand what Anandam is, then what is Param, then Paramanandam. I'll do that in the next class. Okay. So, right. So with that, we'll complete that in the next class. Okay. So those who can stay back, please do. Om Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ